My guy Isaac Dogboe is back in action this weekend as he takes on Hidenori Otake in his first title defense of the WBO junior featherweight title. Dogboe won that title earlier this year when he beat the brakes off of Jesse Magdaleno. Nah, seriously though, that was a good fight. He was dropped early in that fight, but he got up, broke down Magdaleno, who is a very talented fighter, and I still think will become a champion again in his career. But Dogboe, my guy from Ghana, you know, was an underdog going into that fight. He battled back after the knockdown. He got up and just went to work. Speed, power, grit, determination, boxing skills was all on display. He ripped the body and took the soul from Magdaleno with each body shot. He didn't let off, and eventually in the 11th round, Magdaleno succumbed to that power, that pressure, and he was stopped. And now, Dogboe, who wants to be the unified, undisputed king in the junior featherweight division, is taking on Otake, a guy that simply, in my opinion, has no chance. This is boxing, but Dogboe is about to work over Otake some serious. This is the co-main event. This fight is taking place in Phoenix, Arizona, or Glendale, Arizona, one of the two, on an ESPN Plus or ESPN card. I'm not for sure, but I expect Dogboe to work Otake. I mean, he just gonna be a locomotive. He gonna be a Tasmanian devil. He about to get all up in this boy's ass, no homo. And I'm telling you, this title defense is going to further push himself to the forefront of the boxing fans' world. I mean, of the boxing fan mind. Excuse me. I mean, this dude has it all. You know what I'm saying? He can talk his shit, and he can back it up, and he's looking to unify. He's looking to unify with the other champions at 122, and he's been, putting these guys on notice. Danny Roman, I forget the WBC champion and the IBF champion name right off the top of my head right now, but y'all know those guys. He's putting those guys on notice. Those are who he want to fight next. He wants to be the undisputed champion. This dude, even though he's small in stature, packs the heart of a lion, has a good punch, has tremendous will. He's a terrific body puncher. And if you want to check out an interview that was recently conducted by my guys from 3kingsboxing.com, I'll post a link to that interview with Isaac Dogboe ahead of this weekend's fight against Otake in the description down below. Shout out to my guy, Boban from the True Facts Sports Talk, and my guy Cesar Rivera's, who conducted that interview last night. So you can check that out in the description below. But he's one of my favorite fighters. He went in last fight and did what a lot of people didn't expect him to do. Because like I said, Jesse Magdaleno is a terrific fighter, a hell of a fighter. Big power puncher, can box. He been in there with Nonito Donaire, dominated that fight, winning his title or making a title defense. And when shit Dogboe did a number on him, people were shocked. People were fucking absolutely floored. But he rose to the occasion, and he is back. And I expect him to make a successful first title defense and become even more of a factor. This guy has pound for pound potential. I'm telling you. Go watch his fights. Watch his demeanor. Watch how he gets down in the ring, man. He got a strong support system. His father is his trainer. You know what I'm saying? And he keeps him grounded. Dogboe is humble but confident. And, I believe that he's going to be a champion for a long, long time, especially if he keeps that right mindset, man. But this is boxing. Anybody can get knocked off at any time, but Dogboe is that guy, man. And I ain't trying to sound like a fanboy or nothing, but this guy, he has all the tools to be a special, special fighter and a top 10 pound for pound fighter. So y'all just got to give him that notoriety. Pay attention to the lower weight classes, man, because It's a lot of skillful guys that fight, at what under 147 and down. It's not just from 147 up to the heavyweight division. Got to pay attention, man, because we got a lot of these fighters. Noye, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Zolani Tate. You got Soron Vasai, Juan Francisco Estrada. You got all these guys from 115, 112, 118, 122, 126. So, I just named a few of those guys. But be sure to check out the lower weight classes, man, because you're going to find a whole bunch of gems in that. Let's talk about middleweight. Sergey Dervanchenko, Daniel Jacobs had their press conference to announce the fight that is going down October 27th in New York, live on HBO for the vacant IBF middleweight title. And I just couldn't help myself but to think, damn, Daniel Jacobs has a significant height advantage over Derevchenko. Daniel Jacobs is listed at 6'1", 6 feet tall, and he had at least have a 3-4 inch height advantage over Derevchenko. Now I know that doesn't matter per se. It all depends on how Jacobs fights this fight, how Derevchenko fights the fight. Derevchenko is a talented fighter. I believe he's 13-0 with 12 knockouts. Knocked out Toriano Johnson, who had been in the ring with Curtis Stevens, and who's a solid, middleweight French contender. But I'm like, damn, Jacobs really is going to enjoy a height advantage and, when it's all said and done, a size advantage, just because we know what he rehydrated up to when he fought Gennady Golovkin. It was like, 185 or something like that. People was all up in arms. Oh, he's a fucking cruiserweight. Blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But this is going to be a good fight. This is going to be a good fight still, because Derevchenko is a skilled fighter. He does have power, even though he's going to have to work his way in on the inside and really close the distance to make that, power be effective. It's going to be an interesting fight, because Daniel Jacobs, while he is tall and big and has all the physical advantages in this fight, his chin isn't the best. He was dropped by Sergio Mora. We can't forget that. Sergio Mora's got 5 knockouts in his career in 40-some fights. So we can't forget that. Was also dropped by Gennady Golovkin, but he got up and wasn't in any more danger from that 4th-round knockdown up into the fight, which I felt he won. So while he will share some advantages, a lot of advantages, most of the advantages going into this fight, you gotta be weary that he has been, 1, knocked out by Dmitry Pirog, 2, was dropped by the light puncher Sergio Mora. 3, he was dropped against Gennady Golovkin, who was a powerful punching middleweight, but he did battle back and see 12 rounds of that fight, in which a lot of people felt he won. So anything is gonna be possible when these two guys step in the ring. This is a fight that is important to the middleweight division. This is one of the few title fights that's taking place. Next month or in a few weeks, we have the rematch between Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez taking place, where Canelo is the lineal middleweight champion, and Gennady Golovkin is the WBC and the WBA middleweight champion. So those titles are on the line. And then you have, 1 week before this Jacobs Derevchenko fight, you have WBO middleweight champion Billy Joe Saunders taking on Demetrius Andrade in the fight I'm looking forward to the most, just because I'm a big fan of Andrade, and it's going to be interesting to see how he deals with Billy Joe Saunders, who's a skilled fighter. And then the following week, you got the aforementioned Daniel Jacobs Sergey Dervanchenko fight for the vacant IBF strap. So we'll see how everything plays out. It'll be interesting to see how much Jacobs weighs in the following day, because they do a weigh-in before the fight, or you can't exceed 10 pounds over. So we'll see. Leave your comments in the comment section down below, giving me your thoughts on these topics. What do you expect from Isaac Dogboe? What do you expect, or how shocked were you of the height advantage that Daniel Jacobs had over Sergey Dervanchenko? If you like this video, hit the like button. If you enjoy the content throughout the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Shout out to everybody in the movement that is moving with us. Be sure to check out 3kingsboxing.com for your latest and greatest updated, unfiltered, and unbiased boxing news and information reported the way it should be. Shout out to the LDBC and everybody in between. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.